First, I just want to say a big, really a big thank you to Tiffany, to Ariel, Karen, to the whole team at ULI, and who spent a lot of time pulling this together. It's a ton of work and a lot of thought obviously was put into this program today. I'm really proud of it. And I think I would say that on behalf of, Ray as our chair here in Hong Kong, Nick Brook as well as our Asia Pacific chair, and Tom Toomey, our global chair. Very proud to see, this first sort of ULI Hong Kong conference. Really one that takes ULI's principles and priorities kind of globally and regionally that we talk about, and really, spend some time thinking about this in the context of Hong Kong. And how, what we can all do together to sort of improve the place and move things forward. And, we covered a lot of ground. We covered a lot of ground today, from a provocative opening morning, where we learned from a geology professor, that Hong Kong is a livable city, right? One with unique geology, so to start from the basics. We heard from Gordon Matthews about, some provocative statements of the state of sort of the psyche of, people here and young people here in Hong Kong. And interestingly enough, that Hong Kong is a laboratory for the future of globalization, which I thought was a really interesting observation. We talked about things that are really ULI talks about, things that kind of set real estate and communities apart. The software a lot, art and real estate. Where else are you going to talk about that here? Placemaking in the public realm and the inspirational ideas around the Harbor Loop, Walk DVRC, and technology and smart city, and all of these sort of areas that are really now going to make the difference in the performance of assets and investments. We had a great, as I introduced the panel, our sort of next generation of Hong Kong property families and developers panel. As I said, that's really a conversation that I've wanted to have since day one, arriving here 11 years ago. And to be able to kind of have that first kind of convening in a nice informal setting, and so that we can get to know each other a little bit and hear from, from some of these younger next generation developers about what they're thinking about for the future. And then to kind of wrap it up here today with Goodwin and an investor, private equity investor. He said, paying attention to community and realizing that, that's a differentiator, and that's really the way to go. So, Tiffany, you were talking in that last section at the beginning about, the challenges. I think really what I do want to end on a high note, and I want to say I hope that we all walked away kind of with the wheels turning, right? Thinking a little bit differently about what we do, and thinking about the power that we all have as an industry when we kind of focus our efforts together to sort of make a difference. So with that, let's go have a drink. Thanks.